What's good, Greek gods and goddesses? Anabolicphilosopher here again. And before we get started really quick, I just wanted to say, I see you guys watching these videos. I got a decent amount of you guys watching these videos, and I got a couple thumbs up. So if you guys are liking these videos, you don't necessarily have to subscribe. That'd be great if you did. But at least throw me a comment. Say, hey man, this video helped me out, or hey, I really appreciate this. You answered a question that I had. If you don't like these videos, leave me a comment telling me why. Maybe it's something I can work on. Maybe something I can improve. But alright, let's get started, because I gotta hit the gym really quick, but I'm gonna still try to bring you guys this video by Friday. So, today we're gonna be talking about macros. What are macros? How do I count them? And what's the difference between counting macros and counting calories? So let's get started. Macros. There are 4 macronutrients. Macronutrients are where you get all of your calories from. And the 3 big ones, the 3 essential ones, are proteins, fats, and carbs. Protein helps build muscle, and it prevents the breakdown of muscle. Carbs are where our body gets a lot of its energy from the glucose. When we don't burn it up as glucose, it gets stored in our muscles and our liver and other places, as well as glycogen, which is basically a bunch of glucoses put together. And fats. Fats have a negative connotation, but they're probably one of the most important macronutrients. Fats help with hormone regulation. They help with blood clotting. They help with brain function, just to name a couple things. So fats are really important. And then the 4th, not so important macronutrient is alcohol. And where do you find alcohol? Refrigerator. So now that we got that out of the way, let's get to talking about how do I count these macros. So to count them, let's establish the baseline for the macros. So for 1 gram of either a protein or a carb, it is going to equal 4 calories. And then for 1 gram of a fat, it is going to equal 8 or 9 calories, depending on where you read. And alcohol goes with 1 gram of alcohol is 7 calories. So now that we know that, let's get to, bang, nutritional labels. Nutritional labels is how you read your macros and how you track your macros. Now, just a little thing that I notice from people who get into weightlifting, I feel like they really harp on this. This is not a super exact science, because as you're about to see, sometimes your macros don't add up to your total amount of calories. But wait a minute, I thought you just said that all calories come from macronutrients. Okay, they do. They do all come from macronutrients. But nutritional labels, sometimes they round up or round down to the nearest whole number. And that's why you don't get a perfect exact amount. But the little bit that you're going to be off isn't going to make or break you. Just like the same fact that probably every gram of protein, every gram of carb, or every gram of fat that you take in, your body might not utilize it the way that you think it's going to utilize it. Don't know exactly what is going on in the chemistry that's going on in your body, but what we're trying to do is give the body the tools that it needs, so that if it's in the mood to produce muscle, or it needs the tools to produce muscle, it has the supplies to do it. So let's get started. In here, there are 70 calories. So when we add up all of our macronutrients, they should add up to 70. They gave us a freebie. They said there's 15 calories from fat. So there's 8 grams of fat in here, or 2 grams of fat in here. Multiply that by 8, get 16. Close enough, because they gave us 15. Now we got carbs. There's 7 grams of carbs in here, which means you multiply this by 4. 7 times 4, 28. Protein. 6 grams of protein. Multiply this by 4, get 24. Add it all up, and you get 76. Wrote it on here. 67. 67, rounded up to the nearest whole number. Boom, 70. Look at that. We just counted macros. So counting calories or counting macros. Here's the difference. So counting calories, the easiest way to explain it is this way. If you're going to go with counting calories, that means that your diet, hopefully, is more based off of home cooking. You're cooking a lot of your meals, because this is where you can mess up, and this is where you can get in trouble if you solely count calories. 2,000 calories of McDonald's versus 2,000 calories of lean chicken breast and broccoli. Yes, there's still 2,000 calories. So if 2,000 calories was your goal for the day, you're getting it. But now let's look at the macros. What's going to be in it? 2,000 calories, the macros in McDonald's is mainly going to be flooded with fats. You're probably going to be flooded with a lot of carbs, and you're not going to have a tremendous amount of protein. 2,000 calories worth of lean chicken breast, you're going to get a ton of protein. You're going to probably get some carbs from your broccoli or your vegetables, and you're going to get some fiber, which is healthy and important for your body to maintain body functions. And then counting macros. Let's talk about counting macros. If you were to just count macros, that's where we get into, in my opinion, the cutting phase. Because in the cutting phase, you're in a caloric deficit. So you're trying to make the best out of the worst. So the few calories that you are trying to take in, you're trying to make sure that the calories that you're taking in are going to, the protein is going to prevent the breakdown of muscle as much as possible. You are going to have breakdown of muscle because you aren't eating the optimal amount of protein that your body needs. You're trying to keep your energy levels as high as you possibly can by taking in the amount of carbs, the allotted amount of carbs that you can. You're still going to be a little tired, you're going to be a little sluggish, and your workouts are going to suffer a little bit because you're not going to have as much glucose or glycogen storage. Your body's going to tap into that more and more. And fats, well, that's the whole point. You're going to be losing fat because you're trying not to take in as much fat, and you're burning the extra fat that you have by being in a caloric deficit. That's why bodybuilders, when they go to shows and they compete, that's actually when they're at their weakest. That's when they look the best, but physically they're at their weakest and they're at their lowest points because you are running in a caloric deficit and you're not running at optimum level. So that's it for today. Now you know what macronutrients are, you know how to count them, and you know a little bit the difference between counting calories and counting macros, which is completely up to you guys. So if you guys got any other questions, let me know. Feel free to leave a comment. I can answer it in the comments, or if you want to email me at anabolicphilosopher@gmail.com, go ahead, email me. I'll respond back there too. Or stick around. I'm going to be trying to get you guys videos every Friday. It's a struggle, but I'm doing it. So like I said, just show me some support. If you guys like this, hit the like button, leave me a comment, hit the subscribe button, subscribe. Let's get big together, all right? Until next time. Peace.